Who am I gonna play here? I kind of want to play Juno, but I kind of want to play Ana. Can I play both? You know what I love about this game though, compared to Marvel Rivals? It's so much more polished, man. It's so much more polished, bro. And it's not even close. You know what I'm worried about? Marvel Rivals says they're gonna try to release like a new hero every 1.5 months, basically. And I think that's crazy that they plan to do that. But also, they have a pretty bad job of making they do a pretty bad job of making abilities like be unique and different from other heroes. Because you can already start to tell, especially with abilities like Cloak and Dagger's bubble, Invisible Woman's like vortex thing, Thor Force bubble, is like they all kind of like look the same. So it's very hard to tell like which one. I can tell, of course, most of the time, but it's very hard to tell between like looking at them, like what this one does, right? I'm gonna give up high ground because it's getting harder to heal these guys. I healed you. What do you mean? But you see how all that is the same. It kind of gets me worried if they're going to be releasing heroes so fast. They're probably going to end up making like a lot of kits have like are they going to be able to make them unique enough if they're only doing it like every 1.5 months? Or is everything going to look like something similar and you're not going to be able to understand what you're standing in or what you're not standing in, and so on and so forth, right? And then also worries me for like Overwatch, like how are they gonna compete with that? We get a new hero every what is it, every 4 months we get a new hero, I think. So to lower that amount of time would kind of be crazy. And I don't know if they would actually do that. That seems like it might be impossible, especially if they'd probably have to like restructure how they do everything and hire more people. So I don't know if that would be like entirely feasible. Plus, I don't know if I want them to do that, something like that as well, like releasing heroes so much, because it's good, right? It's good for the game, because like maybe like a hero every 2 months, like every season, wouldn't be too bad, because that would kind of add some spice to it. And it's good for the game to have like, you know, more new stuff that players can come and play and do stuff in. But at the same time, the more they release stuff quicker, the more issues you have with like, you know, stuff with like bugs, with issues with like abilities or kids not feeling as unique, and things like that, you know. They would just kind of be pushing it out, and you'd lose out on polish too. Like, I'm sure that takes a long time for them to like release a hero for clear reasons. Because they do add like so much polish, even though like you know, characters like Doomfist really have like a lot of bugs in them, for instance. But you get the idea, right? You know, it'd be funny. Speaking of Doomfist, if they made if they made an entire Overwatch patch and they just called it the Doomfist patch, and it was just like every Doomfist bug fixed, and that was the only changes. And then maybe like a day or two later, they have like an actual like balance patch or something for like the mid-season. I would actually like I might go crying laughing. That'd be so funny. But yeah, that's something I could think about. That would be. There's a lot of stuff. It's gonna be really interesting to see what happens. I don't think Overwatch as well. I don't think Overwatch has lost as many people, or as many. I missed. I was gonna say I don't think Overwatch has lost as many players as. Oh, he actually blocked it. Okay, or did he? It was hard to tell. Maybe I was out of it. I don't know. But if Overwatch has lost really as many players as like Marvel Rivals would have you believe, because we've definitely lost players, right? You can tell it from the queue times being a little bit longer and stuff. But have we lost that many, right? They lost me. Code. I know I've been seeing you playing Marvel Rivals on Discord like every single day, so yeah, I get it. But didn't she stop playing Overwatch like a while ago, to be fair? I just don't think, like, when people say like, oh, Marvel Rivals is stealing all these Overwatch players, I just don't think that's entirely true. I think when you look at like the Twitch stats, that's 100% right. But I think when you're looking at like even the Steam charts a little bit, the Steam charts haven't really changed too much for Overwatch. I mean, it's gone down, but I think it's sitting at like 40K on peak. Mind you, that's the people that are playing on Steam, to be fair. But 32K peak? That's like where we were at last year. This is what I'm talking about. 2023, 2024. But yeah, like back in 2023 when we were sitting around like 30K, and now we're, you know, maybe this is going, maybe it's still going down, because this is just like early January. So maybe this is still like losing players. But I also think like Marvel Rivals has taken players from other games too, or old Overwatch fans that don't play or like or enjoy Overwatch anymore because of Overwatch 2 or stuff that happened in Overwatch 1. Those people that weren't playing Overwatch previously coming back for Marvel Rivals because it's the new hip hero shooter, right? And they liked Overwatch in the past, so it would make sense that they would, you know, play Marvel Rivals if they didn't necessarily play Overwatch currently, is what I mean.